Zayla Rose, my sweet, sweet baby. Oh, the challenges we have faced together. When I was an adolescent, I was told I would never have babies. My eggs were pretty much sterile. I went many, many years thinking I'd never experience motherhood. You can only imagine the shock I went into when I found out I was pregnant. I downloaded every app. I read article after article about developing and milestones. I worked full-time at the time, but I made sure I was always reading, playing, interacting, and stimulating her little mind when I was home. Around 6 months old, I began to notice there were delays in my baby's milestones. As more and more months passed, my concerns grew. I would stay up all hours of the night reading about other kids' milestones in my due date group and try to educate myself different ways to teach her. As I began to mention some of these signs I noticed, I am in no way, shape, or form saying your baby has autism. But this is our journey, and I've always said I would share Zayla's story to help other moms know that they are not alone. When we reached 12 months old, Zayla still did not know her name. She was not able to look at me or self-soothe. Crying was never just a few minutes. She would get so worked up, and crying lasted for a minimum of an hour. Me trying to hold her or, bring her little body down, let her know that I was there, none of that was able to help her. The older she got, the more foods she refused to eat. Transitioning from one task to another became a nightmare. Sleeping through the night never occurred. 2.5 years later, and she's still up at least 3 times a night. Matter of fact, she's up more than my infant. Stacking blocks, identifying mom and dad, and many other fine motor skills still had not developed. I remember crying at night because I wanted to hear my baby say mama so badly. Around 18 months, I started demanding testing as me voicing my concerns to doctors was being ignored. Eventually, the ball started rolling and I was able to get Zayla enrolled in services. This meant that we would have multiple therapies and multiple visits every time during the week. We still hadn't received a diagnosis, but I was just happy my baby was getting help. We worked together every day on all of these different types of delays that she had. After months and months of being in therapy, today she knows her name, she knows her animals, she knows her shapes and colors. She loves to be crafty. This journey has not been easy. Autism does not define my baby. She's different, not less. I've learned more and more about her world and definitely have been taught some patience. God sent me this angel to help me change the world. Be compassionate, spread love, and the next time you see a child having a meltdown in public, let that mom know that she's doing a good job. I want to thank all of you for loving on Zayla, for constantly messaging me, for cheering her on when she reaches her milestones when I post them. You all have helped me in one way or another during this journey of motherhood. I just wanted to go ahead and answer some of the questions that have been repeated to me over and over again. What were some of the signs I noticed, or how can I help someone else? If you have any questions, my DMs are always open, and I thank you all for being a part of our journey.